This video is going to be a look at selected plays from the Lions' Week 6 win over the Buccaneers. Of course, if you guys watch my reaction video Sunday night or listen to the preview that I put out, I think Friday afternoon or maybe Saturday afternoon, I called the Bucs defense a worthy challenger. I think they proved to be so, and to me, that just says more about this Lions offense. Jared Goff, Amon-Ra St. Brown, the huge play that Jameson Williams made, despite a lot of contact down there and a ball that's maybe thrown over the wrong shoulder or maybe not thrown out ahead of him more. But there's not a whole lot of room to operate with there on the sideline. I think it just speaks to how balanced and talented and tough-minded this Lions team is, particularly offensively. I'll have a video out late Monday night, hopefully about Lions linebacker Alex Anzalone. I think he played an amazing football game. We're going to start the video with a play that he made, but we're going to focus on the 5th and the 8th possession where the Lions were able to get touchdowns on 2 third-down passes, one to St. Brown and one to Jameson Williams. So let's get the film started here with a 2nd and 3 play by the Bucs. They're down here, their 5th possession, I believe. And then this is going to be Anzalone on a great play out in the flats. He damn near picks this football off, which would have been interesting to see if anyone is able to catch him. But he played fantastic in pass coverage, I thought. This one sets up the Lions defense for a 3rd down where it's a known play call in terms of a pass play, although it's only 3rd and 3, I think. But tracking the running back in man, he's constantly responsible for the running backs to the boundary, but this is to the field. There's more space here. It's actually ball's like almost in the middle of the field between the hashes, but there's more space here. And this is a beautiful football play. Lions blitz Tracy Walker. 2nd and 3 creates, this is the end zone angle, same play, my apologies. There's about 8 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. This is the Bucs' first field goal that they get to get on the board, I think, and tie the game. Very next play, damn near an interception by Jerry Jacobs up top. I think he knows the route. Watch the leverage that he plays with. I know this is an offense video, so you showed up maybe expecting to see the Jameson Williams play first or the Amon-Ra St. Brown play with the Craig Reynolds block. I think he knows the route. He sees something here that he's taken inside leverage. It's 3rd and 3. I mean, he almost picks this ball off. You have the Lions defense is dangerous to deal with, even executing various concepts offensively. Anything that's thrown horizontally, I feel like there's an element of danger for these guys to break on the ball, whether it's a linebacker or a safety, a nickel safety, or an outside corner like Jacobs. And huge play by him. I would have loved to have seen him get an interception. I think that would have been his 4th of the year. As it stands, the Bucs are able to get a field goal out of it. Let's get to the offensive film. Like I said, this one tied the game up at 3, even though the Lions almost got out of there with interceptions on consecutive plays. This is a 1st and 10, Lions' 5th possession. A beautiful screen, I think, to the boundary to David Montgomery. Very reminiscent in some ways of a play they ran against the Packers, although that wasn't a screen. That was just a check down late to Montgomery. But you can see this one is clearly a screen. Unfortunately, this is the one that Montgomery got hurt on. It's a rib issue that apparently he's had in previous seasons. I love the play action element of it. Watch Montgomery get out of there. Now, there's clearly something amiss here when you're talking about as a defensive player. Nothing's wrong here between these two, but there's no mesh at all. So there's got to be some quick recognition. Get back out in your pass drops. That might be intentional. That might be intentional to let these guys see it early, get back out in their drops if it is, in fact, zone, allowing more space for the offensive lineman to get out to them. I'm not claiming to you that was, in fact, zone coverage. I'm saying the design of it might be intentional, that there was no mesh and the inside linebackers or any second-level defender can see the football early. Hopefully I said that in a way that makes sense. If I didn't, let me know in the comments section. I'll try to expand on it further. Skipping ahead a couple of plays after Montgomery has went out, this is complete to Josh Reynolds' right side. This is a constant threat to the boundary if you're facing the Lions, which, of course, my Ravens team will this week. It's tight end to the boundary, running a short out. It could be anyone else. And then the number 1 receiver running the little in route at like 8, 10, 12 yards, something like that. This case, it ends up going for 19. And I think this is one where Goff is intentionally throwing it kind of like on the back hip of Reynolds, not trying to lead him in towards a defender. 19 yards to that, not 21 yards, to that point, Reynolds still was batting 100% or batting 1,000 in terms of catches going for first downs. Skipping ahead, I think 2 plays. Screen to St. Brown at a bunch to the wide side of the field. Anytime there's a tight end to the field, and no tight end to the boundary against this Lions team. I think there's some patterns or tendencies there, but I can't identify them yet. I'll try to do that sometime this week as I go through the film. It's going to be a super challenging week for me because I'm a Ravens fan. I do Lions content, and I love the offense and defense that the Lions run. So I got tremendous amount of respect for them. But I think there's something for, in terms of the one tight end being on the field and that tight end being to the field, a tendency to get the ball out to the field there. In this case, the running back crosses Goff's face. And I love what Brock Wright does. He passes this guy up because he's like, this guy's not going to be able to make the play. I'm just going to pass him up. Reynolds is dealing with him. 8-yard gain to St. Brown to the field. I mean, St. Brown, 12 catches for like 124 and a touchdown. Ridiculous day. 2nd and 15, this is F counter with no pulling linemen. So what I mean by that is they're kick out block with Brock Wright, and the second puller is the other tight end, which is Laporta. Nothing doing here in the run game, and that's to me what makes what the Lions did all the more impressive. That the Lions run game failed them on this day. It was difficult. It was hard sledding, at least against the Bucs defense. Weren't able to develop much consistently, and had to rely on third down conversions like this one. 3rd and 13. Like I said, it's 3-3 at this point. St. Brown with a little in route to the field, and I was mistaken. I thought this was a drag. It is not. It's just an in route that St. Brown takes all the way across the field. I thought the design of this was such that St. Brown ran a drag, and there was a slot receiver from the field, the right side. So what I'm describing is I thought it was something like this, with a guy running a route where he could pin down if St. Brown did catch that football. That is not the case. This doesn't look like the design of the play at all for St. Brown to bring this back underneath. And in fact, Reynolds is running a little outbreaking route. St. Brown just uses his athleticism, and then ridiculous block by Craig Reynolds. Thank God none of these situations where players make plays like this, or thank God not as many of them are called penalties on the offense or the defense. I don't know about you, but it sickens me to see a player make a ridiculous play like that. And the first thing that popped in my mind was, oh my goodness, are they going to call a penalty and bring it back? I don't know about you, but St. Brown running away from people. Reynolds smartly left that guy. Did you see him just leave that guy? Because he knows that St. Brown's going to run underneath him away. I'm talking about this player right here. Reynolds leaves him, tries to go up to the next guy, gets a piece of 54. Craig Reynolds takes out 2 guys on the touchdown, 27-yard touchdown. Amazing effort by Craig Reynolds. I think Josh Reynolds played a role as well. So that was the 5th possession. We're going to move forward here. This is the next time that the Bucs have gotten a field goal. They've closed to 10-6 just on the previous possession, and now the Lions have it on their 8th drive, negative 27-yard line. This is going to be another example of how the run game was struggling. It's 11 personnel ace, and it's Reynolds for 1 yard. You can see that there's just nothing there. That was kind of the case most of the day. I know that David Montgomery being out and Jahmyr Gibbs being out played a role, one starting offensive lineman not being there as well. But you got to give credit to the Bucs defense. Those dudes play like their hair is on fire. Creates a 2nd and 9. I really like this play. It was a tough day for Sam Laporta. I mean, he's going up against a really classy and professional inside linebacker in David. In this case, it's just a short completion to get the sticks moving, get a closer, more manageable 3rd down. But he takes a shot here. I mean, those guys are physical to the boundary all day yesterday. And credit Laporta for continuing to try to make plays. I know he had at least 1 drop, but I thought he played better as the game went on. Even though his biggest catch of the day, I know, was the first time that he was matched up against the inside linebacker. So that creates a 3rd and 4 on this 8th possession from the negative 33-yard line. This is hurry up. So they hurried up to the line. Same personnel grouping. I mistakenly had it labeled 11 personnel. If you looked at my game notes or if you downloaded them, it's a shared document that I try to make available for all Ravens fans and Lions fans after games. I was mistaken. It was not 11 personnel. It was 12 personnel. Hurry up. You can see Goff looking here to Brock Wright first, a little surprising to me, and then coming back late to St. Brown in the boundary. He lets this inside linebacker, Devin White, clear the window. You get the end zone angle, you'll see what I'm saying. The hurry-up nature of it. Watch how harried the Bucs defense was, and then how calm Goff is. He's working right to left here, and this is the linebacker that's going to break back to this side towards Josh Reynolds, and Goff's going to throw it between him and the other window. I think it's a beautiful throw with a guy in his face, sidearm. I watch a lot of Lamar Jackson film clearly, and he's one of the guys that utilizes multiple arm slots or arm angles. And Goff, in this case, does a great job of it on a 3rd and 4 after the Bucs have just got a field goal to close to within 10-6. Look at St. Brown's location and where the ball ends up being caught at. I think it's a fantastic example of how well Jared Goff is playing, and a lot of the analysis or evaluation of him, oh, he's playing well because of Ben Johnson. Yeah, Ben Johnson's playing a role, but Jared Goff is doing things that are just fantastic examples of quarterback play. A great design, if you ask me. How many people have wide receivers, running backs assigned to edge defenders and end up with a problem? First of all, this is Jameson Williams' first catch of the game, but look who it is. It's getting a piece of the DN. Notice his alignment. It's St. Brown. Look at his alignment. He's making sure that he's lined up outside of the DN because he understands the play call. And it's a dude who had 12 catches in the game, and he's being asked to block an NFL edge defender who probably outweighs him by 55 pounds and a whole hell of a lot stronger. No, he's not pancake blocking the guy, but he's trying to do his job. Great catch by Jameson Williams, trying to turn it upfield. Gets tackled, I think, an 8-yard gain. 3 plays later, you got a 3rd and 11, and this is a completion to Khalif Raymond over the middle, very similar to what I tried to draw up and describe to St. Brown's touchdown catch. Essentially a drag, a high side drag from Raymond on the backside against zone, and then I think you've got a deeper dig from the down side of the screen with a clear out route by St. Brown. So St. Brown's clearing out this area for, I think, Reynolds to bring his back in this case, Goff. It's the same window. It's the same area, zone 3-4 that I've talked about many times. In this case, 54, the inside linebacker carried the high route or carried the deep dig, and Goff hits Raymond for an 11-yard gain. Crucial first down. Like I said, it's 10-6 at this point. 2 3rd down throws by Goff that I think he deserves a lot of credit for. Yeah, Raymond is wide open. Very next play, this one's going to be, incomplete to Jameson Williams on the top side. It's a play action at a jumbo 13 personnel. Yeah, it's a drop. It'll probably go down as a drop for Jameson Williams. First of all, Goff is dealing with pressure. I like the play call. Talked about this in the preview a little bit. You've got an extra tight end here, or extra lineman as a tight end, so 13 personnel. Jumbo just means there's a 6th offensive lineman serving as a tight end. Kind of trying to fake the Bucs into thinking they're running. Play action. Watch this stop on a dime by Jameson Williams. He damn near disappears. Oop. It's a drop, but the athleticism, you see it. I'll let you see it one more time, and then let you see the touchdown multiple times, because I know if you're a Lions fan, you've been waiting to check it out. I'm sure other content creators showed it earlier in videos. I was just trying to set it up. That I thought the 5th and the 8th possession was great examples of Ben Johnson trusting Jared Goff, and then Jared Goff trusting multiple guys to make plays. This is a drop by Laporta on the very next play after that one by Jameson Williams, which, he had to come back to the football. The ball should be there earlier, but Goff had people in his face, had to fade back on the throw. This one, there's, really no excuse for. This ball is right there for Laporta to catch. Drop creates a 3rd and 10, and this is beautiful, not from a Bucs perspective. I think this is somewhat unsound. You got Jameson Williams free release on the bunch, and they're bringing the nickel side defender. That's the backside guy trying to deal with Jameson Williams. I mean, he almost does, don't get me wrong. When I say the backside guy, look at the alignment here. Look, as the ball is snapped, this guy right here, 23, is going to have to hustle all the way back to the far corner. Why? Because the Bucs are blitzing the nickel defender to the bunch and then spinning a safety down. I think it's Winfield. I don't think this is a smart decision with Jameson Williams as the point man in the bunch. You got multiple talented players out here, St. Brown, Reynolds, and Jameson Williams. So what I'm describing is this. I think this guy goes on a delayed blitz. Winfield spins down, takes an out route. They're asking this safety to go all the way from the other side of the field and deal with Jameson Williams. They're lucky that this ball wasn't thrown further out in front towards the corner of the end zone, because if it is, this guy's beat. Now, I mean, he's not playing it bad from the position he was in my opinion. They're asking him to do too much. If this ball's thrown more towards this area here on a little bit quicker trajectory, clearly Jameson Williams has him beat and has leverage. As it stands, amazing catch for his first touchdown of 2023. Here's the safety I'm describing. Think of it like a rope. The nickel safety is going to blitz. This safety is going to come down. This guy's at the end of the rope, so he's being pulled in that direction. I know I'm using the same color. Maybe I need a new mouse pointer. You guys let me know if you like it or if it gets on your nerves having all the same color. Goff trying to get as much as he can into the throw. I still think it's a little underthrown, but gives Jameson Williams a chance to make the play. Beautiful moment, 17-6 lead. Pretty much game over at that point. They added a field goal. You guys let me know what you think of the video, how I broke down the plays. I didn't do an entire possession. I will do that sometime Tuesday around noon or 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As it stands tonight, I want to try to get a look at Alex Anzalone's play. I got 13 plays downloaded of his. I thought he had a tremendous impact on defense, but clearly, if you're a Lions fan, the biggest moment for you, besides St. Brown's touchdown and the block by Craig Reynolds, was this touchdown catch by Jameson Williams that I'm sure excited everybody all the way up in Michigan. Appreciate you guys' time. If you enjoy the video, please let me know in the comment section. If you think any part of my analysis was off base or untoward, please let me know. I will try to get at least one more video out tonight after the Monday night game or during the Monday night game. Some of you guys in the comment section said you would watch film study videos during the Monday night game. I'm going to hold you to it and try to finish the Alex Anzalone one as quick as I can. Appreciate you guys' time. If you think other Lions fans would enjoy this film study breakdown, just look at St. Brown and Jameson Williams touchdowns and some of the situations that led up to it on the 5th and 8th possession, then please consider grabbing a link to this video and sharing it out on social media to help this content get more reach.